Good morning, my beautiful buttercup. It's Friday. This vlog is going to be shorter and just me talking at you because I didn't do an abundance of interesting things this week because I spent most of my time studying or avoiding studying for my physics test that I had yesterday, and I think it went well. Yay! It was honestly probably one of the easiest college exams I've ever taken. I do have a question of the week for you because I'm curious. Other than the Gospels, what is your favorite book of the Bible? Because I've been reading both Nehemiah and Romans recently, and I don't know which one is my favorite, so I'm just interested to hear what you like. But besides physics, something else that I've been wrestling with this week is the Brock Turner Stanford rape case. I'm not going to go over the details of what happened because they're easy enough to Google, and I also don't want to rant about how angry and physically in pain this makes me. There was a piece published in the Huffington Post called Red Hot Rage that I think just kind of sums up the feeling that I am having and that I'm sure many other people are having. I will put a link to it in the description. What I did want to talk about is how just deeply sad this makes me for the abundance of sexual assault victims in America and how we as Christians are supposed to respond to injustice and evil. This whole situation saddens me because it is horrific, but also because close to 70% of all sexual assault and rape cases in America go unreported because obviously the system for dealing with these things is just so broken. And what saddens me is that here we have someone that had the courage to give a voice to those who have remained silent, those who have gone through similar ridicule in the past, and that those who will go through ridicule in the future, and it seems like it's for naught. It briefly reminded me of the song from Les Mis, Empty Chairs and Empty Tables, where Marius is just kind of begging the question, like, my friends, don't ask me what your sacrifice was for, because there was seemingly no answer. I do think that in terms of the Stanford rape victim case, her statement has indeed fueled the discussion for a nationwide just kind of consideration of what rape culture is. And I'm hoping and praying that lasting and meaningful change will result from this situation. It just breaks my heart that it seemingly takes life-shattering things in order for the general public to care about issues of injustice. The other thing that I've been wrestling with is how to respond to stuff like this, specifically this, because I care so much about it from a Christ-like perspective without it seeming like I'm ignoring it. We're supposed to love our enemies and forgive unconditionally because that's what Christ did for us, and I know that hatred is equivalent to murder in the Bible. But beyond a slight tug of conviction, there's really nothing in me that feels bad about the amount of despise I feel towards Brock Turner and his father. The human part of me just can't comprehend how we are supposed to treat those who seemingly shatter lives nonchalantly with compassion. You don't have to make a video response, but I would like to hear your thoughts on that. The other thing I wanted to talk about is how we are supposed to deal with this pain as Christians. Because I know for me, after thinking about this for so long, I sought out escapism to make myself feel better. I went to Doctor Who because it explores the human condition, but with a happy-go-lucky vibe. And I turned to Lord of the Rings because it is the reminder to me that good ultimately wins out over evil, even if there's all this messy crap in between. But I also know that avoiding pain isn't the right thing to do in a lot of cases. But I also know that when it comes to stuff like this, I just kind of want to curl into a ball and give up. So I guess my question is for you, is escapism wrong when dealing with extreme pain, do you think? I'm glad that we serve an awesome and amazing, just eternally loving God, and I know that we are called to live in His joy and to be whole spirits and people, but when stuff like this happens, I just don't know what to do with all of that, all of the things. Don't know. Have a good week, Jenna. Hopefully I'll see you soon, and don't forget to be awesome.